Good afternoon. Today I come to you from my desk on the House floor. We've spent a lot of time recently on this floor debating budgets. It is budget season in Olympia, and we're considering all of the budgets: operating, capital, and this week, transportation. Last week, we spent a good part of Thursday into the late evening, and then again Friday morning, voting off the operating budget from the floor. A budget totaling nearly $44 billion. Now, this is up $8 billion over the course of the next 4 years. This is in addition to the positive revenue we've recognized as a state over the last biennium, just based on positive economic growth of nearly $3 billion. The House Democratic majority has proposed taxes and revenues that we'll be considering this week. And I can tell you there'll be a lot of work to be done and a lot of negotiations to be had. We're nowhere near final days of session if we continue down this path. We cannot support the incredible amounts of revenues they're proposing, including capital gains tax, changes in REIT, and additional sales tax and B&O taxes on several services. And as someone who represents business on a daily basis, I recognize the impacts that these will have, devastating impacts that these will have on our businesses across the 12th District. I do find it ironic here in Olympia that we pass an operating budget before we recognize how we're going to pay for it, something we would never do in our daily lives back home. You and I, we have to live within our means. When we're operating our businesses, when we're taking care of our families, we don't write a check that we can't cover. Here in Olympia, it seems to be a little bit backwards, so that has been an interesting aspect to this first session for me. We'll also be discussing the transportation budget. There'll be several projects in that budget for our district, and we will be monitoring those projects closely. So rest assured, we're working hard here in Olympia to make sure we fully fund education and the other necessary things the state has to accomplish before session ends. I encourage you to continue to stay up to date by watching these videos, writing my office, and following the budget negotiations. More to come. Please stay in touch.